I'm back. Right, now you can see it's got longer. Yeah? Right, now I'm going to show you. So basically what we do is we start off with 10 and they add 1 every row for 12 rows, right? 13 rows, it just depends. If I've only got a bit of twine left on the needle, I'll use it up so I don't have to join it. When I've done that, as you can see now, there's that many. So now we've worked out, when I open this up, you'll see, well, you won't because it's tangled around tripod. Right. As you can see, it's like that. Yeah, it's longer. Right. So what I do now is I make it shorter. So I pick up the first mesh and I start to knit it. And I keep going down. This is normal speed, it's not speeded up or anything like that. This is my normal speed that I knit at. I know a few people that said, how can you do it so fast? When you keep doing something over and over and over, you can do it easily. On one of my videos on YouTube, it's from about 5 years ago, you'll see I'm doing it blindfolded, and I am actually blindfolded. I can do it without looking. I can watch television while I'm knitting, it's never a problem, right? And I don't cock it up, which is good. Right, coming to the end of the row. Right, we've got 3 left, 2 left. Right, when we get to that, as you can see, let's see if you can see it better, there's 2 here, 2 meshes. So what we do, to make it smaller, we take 2 into 1, like that. So that reduces its length, its width, sorry, not its length. That's reducing its width. Now, before I go on, let me explain about this, because some people get a bit confused. Right, the mesh gauge, that thing, that makes the meshes. Right, the meshes are the length or the width. Right, when it comes to the length, I always make my nets 48 inches long, which is 4 foot. Sometimes they come out at 49 inches. That's without the rings on. So in actual fact, it's an inch ring, it's a 51 inch net, but its actual net, physical net, is 49 inches. Right, so it's 49 inches long, 4 foot, let's say 4 foot. Right, the width is called the bag. Right, and it's the bag that catches the rabbit, because without the bag, the net, when it pursed up, it won't make a bag. That's why it's called the bag. Yeah, so when we've got that, the bag, that usually works out about 20 meshes wide. But when with a net, the more you pull down and out, it shortens the length. Okay, that's basically all there is to it. But as you can see, I'll show you this one that I've finished. I'm not going to bore you with doing an entire net because you get the gist. Right, that's when the ring's been put on, see, knitted on, all nice and neat now. The draw cord goes all the way through, all the way around the net. Right, remember the string bag that your nan used to have, or your mum? Same idea, I can make them. Right, it's got a draw cord all the way around, and then on this end it's got another ring. You see it's again knitted onto the ring, and that's what you put your peg on. Right, you put peg on there, and that's the one you shove in the ground. Right, and when a rabbit hits this at speed, it does that, it purses up, and while ever that's tight, no escape for Mr. Bunny. Right, now these go back a long time. This is ferreting with nets is probably one of the oldest ways of pest control. I mean, people do it for fun, they do it for sport, but it's mainly for pest control. I'd just like to point out to the safety Nazis and the law Nazis and everything. Number one, catching rabbits with ferrets, because that's what you use to make them bolt, and using nets is not illegal. rabbits are classed as vermin, which means they can be taken at any time, day or night, with nets, dogs or guns. It's not illegal to lamp rabbits at night with a running dog, right? That's not coursing, it's pest control. It's illegal to run a hare at night under a lamp because a hare is game, so you can't do that. You can shoot rabbits with an air rifle, a catapult, a shotgun or a rifle. There's no law against it, as long as you are licensed to possess a firearm, shotgun or rifle, or air rifle that exceeds 12 foot-pounds muzzle energy. You can use a catapult on land that you have permission on to take rabbits, right? You can't shoot a pigeon with it, because a pigeon is protected. You need a license, and you need to get that license from the Department of Food and Rural Affairs, DEFRA. Other things, what a lot of people have a misconception about is you need permission from the landowner, farmer, to go on his land ferreting. There's nowhere in the United Kingdom where you can go and ferret legally without permission. Okay, you need to get permission, right? You are allowed to ferret at the side of the road as long as you have permission from the landowner. And if you do get caught doing it without, you can find yourself in front of a judge for poaching. Poaching carries some stiff penalties, and if you're going to go on land with an air rifle or a catapult, you're going to end up in trouble. It's a firearms offence with an air rifle, and it's trespassing with intent. And for those people that say there's no such law as trespass, there is if there's intent. And when you go on land with a catapult, the intent is to take game. Even though a rabbit is classed as vermin, if you are poaching it, it becomes game. And just as a little thing to let you know why that is because most magistrates and judges are landowners, so they punish poachers more than, say, a burglar, because it's their land. So it puts people off from doing it. It goes back hundreds of years to bad times of spring guns and man traps and things like that. But just be careful. If you're going to go ferreting, make sure that you've got permission, written permission, not just, all right lad, that'll be all right. No, you want written permission, signed. When you get it, photocopy it and then laminate it and keep it with you wherever you go. Keep the original at home and laminate it. Make sure you've got a phone number of the landowner or the farmer or the farm office or the farm manager who gave you permission, just in case the police come, so they can phone you and everything's good. Right? I have breached the occasional law. I've been ferreting where I shouldn't be. And I can tell you this. When you go ferreting and you're on somebody else's land and you're always doing that, looking over your shoulder, you know, the first time you get permission to do it, you don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. It's brilliant. Okay? It's brilliant. And just a few tips for you if you're going to go and, ask for permission. Firstly, have a shave. Dress smartly. Be polite and well-mannered. Not, all right then, can I go ferreting on your land? Because that'll get you nowhere. Because at the end of the day, farmers are like everybody else. Imagine yourself, somebody knocked on your door and said, all right mate, can I come in your back garden? You'd say no, piss off. The farmer thinks the same, because his land is like his back garden, it's his. If you knock on his door, have cards done. It's easy to get cards done now. You can get them done anywhere. Vistaprint, it's a tenner. You know what I mean? Get some cards done. If that's what you want to do, get permission that way. But you will find that once you get one piece of permission, if you're good at what you do, and you do a good job, and don't always think that you're doing such a big deal. If a farmer needs an hand, you know what I mean, tell him, if you need a hand doing something, I'll help you. If you see anything that's dodgy around his land, rubbish, pick it up, put it in a bag. I mean, you might not think that farmer knows that you've done that. I know some farmers who've done that on purpose to see whether I would pick it up, which I did every time, because it's no big deal. And then that farmer then knows that, oh, I put that rubbish there and he picked it up. It's good of him. Why did he do that? Oh, he seems a decent sort of lad. It's a bit of kidology, but it does work. It does work. So be polite, be well mannered. When you've been ferreting, ask the farmer if he wants the holes filling in, which is better for you. Backfill all the holes so the holes are all filled in when you've finished. That way the farmer can see where you've been, and he can see if any holes have been opened back up again by rabbits, and he can give you a ring and say, oh, that warren that you did other week, there's rabbits back again, so you can go ferret it again. Yeah, it's all about being right with people. And in the world we live in, it saddens me to say it, that there isn't many people that like to be right anymore. The majority of people that I know that think they can just, I know people that think they can go shooting wherever they like with shotguns. Yeah, just walk around. There's no law against it. There is. It's respect. It's respect for other people's property and other people's livelihoods and other people's privacy. Right? Just because somebody owns 50,000 acres of land, it doesn't mean to say that you can traipse all over it. That is their back garden. So it's 50,000 acres. It's still their back garden. You wouldn't like it if somebody traipsed all over your back garden. You got one morning, there's 30 ramblers in red cagoule stood on your back garden. What would you think? It's all about respect. And you don't get something unless you put something in. Okay? You reap what you sow. I can talk about that because I've been ferreting. I've been lucky enough to go ferreting all over the country. I've met some fantastic people, some brilliant people, some who aren't with us anymore, who taught me things and shown me things, and I shown them things, and I passed it on to other people. But you see, the thing with what we do when it comes to ferreting, it's hard work. It's hard work. You're digging, it's cold, you know, you're dealing with things that there might be one rabbit or there might be 1,000. It's hard work. And then when you've caught them, you've got to gut them, and you've got to hang them up, and you've got to skin them, and then you've got to put them in little plastic bags, and you've got to put them in freezer. Right? It's all work. And when you get that rabbit all done, a plastic bag, you put them in freezer, and you get £2 a piece for them. You're not in it for the money. You're in it because you like doing it. And if you do happen to get invited, any kind of thing, whether it's fishing or shooting or ferreting or any kind of outdoor sports to do with anything, the little tip I'd give for our younger members, our younger generation, this thing, switch it off and leave it in the car, because there's nothing more infuriating than seeing somebody who's been invited to come and do something, because at the end of the day it is a job, and they've turned up to do it, and all they can be bothered to do is talk to their friends on Snapchat or WhatsApp or text people or look at videos on YouTube. Right? Look at them when you go home and you've had a bath. Show the people that's invited you and took you, show them some respect. Show everybody respect, because the world needs more respect. There's a thing on my fridge done by my daughter, and it will remain on my fridge forever, and it says, kindness changes everything. And it's true, it does. We don't always have to be kind, but sometimes we should be a bit more kind. Anyway, I'm going to finish this net and take some more painkillers because I've got a bad neck. So, all being well, this will be on YouTube, not Facebook. I'll be on YouTube now. I will put some contact details on if people want to buy some nets or learn to make some nets. I'm quite happy to show you. It's not a problem. There's all kinds of things that you can make from nets, just not for, once you can make hammocks and string bags and all kinds of crazy stuff. Alright, but I'll put some information on YouTube, and hopefully, all things being well, I shall speak to you soon. I will put another video on when I knit the ring on so you can see the net. If you're wondering why I'm in such a hurry to go, I'm up to 14 minutes and 37 seconds, and if I go over 15 minutes, it won't upload onto YouTube. So I'll see you all shortly. Bye.